Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, accompanied by Queen Taylor. And guys, is it Atherston? Atherstone? Atherston?
Atherston? It's not
Atherston?
stone. I do remember asking that. And then they said it's pronounced stin.
So it's not stone. So
But I don't know if you pronounce the R, Atherston or Atherston.
Atherston or Atherston. So our R's are very, it's like
Our R's.
our R's
mate.
are very sharp. So I just want to make that known because you might pronounce it with the R, but again, the way I say an R is different than the way you say an R.
Enough of this.
Yeah, this is recommended to us a lot.
Especially during the cheese rolling video.
That is correct. I don't know how we got there, you guys. I'm just as confused as you are.
No, we wanted to know about crazy sports.
I thought we were nixnaying that whole thing.
Why?
Because there wasn't really that many.
No, we're not nixnaying. Ixnay.
Xnay?
Yeah.
Xnaying that. Okay. Then we won't Xnay it.
What's the opposite of Xnay?
Ixnay.
No, that's like basically the same, just with like a different, I don't know, accent maybe.
Xnay, accept, right?
We'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on. That's a good video. That'll be a good video to learn about.
The opposite of Xnay?
Yeah, and where Xnay came from, because a lot of people don't know what Xnay means.
Okay.
It means to like oppose, reject, cross out. I Googled that. I know what it means. But anyways, is this the most violent game in Britain? Is it, you guys? Let us know down in the comments, and let's hop on over the video as we learn about Atherston.
The Atherston ball game has one main rule.
Atherston?
Don't kill anybody. It's a rule that goes without saying in most sports, but in this case, you can see why it's probably necessary to have it.
Wow.
Is that Atherston? Is that the game?
This is the game. So people said in the comments they have one rule: don't kill anyone. I thought that was just like people insinuating that it's a violent sport. Did you see the size of that?
Did you
Are we going to call that a ball?
Right before you moved it, there was a guy putting the other guy in a headlock.
No, I'm going to watch. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Main rule: don't kill anybody. It's a rule that goes without saying in most sports, but in this case, you can see why it's probably necessary to have it in there somewhere.
Oh,
look at this dude.
The game kicked off in 1190.
He's like, Billy, he doesn't have the ball anymore.
Billy, not
doesn't
again.
have the ball. He's like trying. He's like, okay, if I don't kill him, I can just knock him out.
Yeah, I can put him in a coma.
I can knock him out.
Calm down, Billy.
All right, the game kicked off in 1199. I was
okay, we're gonna go on.
The game kicked off in 1199. On Shrove Tuesday of that year, two teams, one from Leicestershire and one from Warwickshire, competed over a period of several hours and across several miles of countryside to seize control of a bag of gold.
Ooh.
Even at a time when violence was part and parcel of everyday life in England, the so-called Match of Gold was notable for its brutality. There were no referees, and with local pride at stake as well as the gold itself, gouging, bludgeoning and bone-breaking were the order of the day.
Ooh.
There might even have been a bit of football in there too. The game's origins can be traced even further back than the 12th century though. Medieval football, or mob football as it is sometimes known, has antecedents in similar games played in the ancient world. And going forwards in time, the evolution of medieval football can be tracked through various diverging branches, including...
So real quick, before they talk about like how the medieval football, because we did learn about that when we did the a Why is Soccer Called Soccer video about the ancient footballs used to be like towns, like whole towns facing against whole towns. And it was like, completely different than the way we view football today, and how it branched off into all these, like he's about to explain that just created these whole different rules about football. But it's just so fascinating how old this stuff is. Like they even had cave drawings of someone playing football. It's nuts.
known has antecedents in similar games played in the ancient world. And going forwards in time, the evolution of medieval football can be tracked through various diverging branches, including Gaelic football, rugby, and of course, association football. Warwickshire won the 1199 match of gold, and for the following 820 years, an annual game has taken place every Shrove Tuesday in the county's market town of Atherstone to mark the event. While many other similar Shrovetide games have come and gone across England over the centuries, the Atherstone ball game is still going strong. Wars, social upheaval, and the foot and mouth crisis of 2001 have all failed to cause a break in its bloody 820-year streak. The Highways Act of 1895 was introduced in part to put a stop to ball games being played in public streets. The locals in Atherstone didn't seem to pay it any heed, however. It's become such a part of local identity that one former mayor has said, "The ball game is Atherstone. Without it, there is not a town." Now, for many locals, the game is the highlight of the year, something they look forward to, train for, and take immense pride in. It's a connection with the past, and despite its adversarial nature, it brings the whole town together, even if that...
Okay, that is making me think of the Hunger Games, of the, what's the, not factions, because that's the other one, but the whatever thing they're from, it's like 1 and 2, I think, are the ones that, since they're very, very young, they like train to win and all that stuff. They're like...
I think it's commendable to think about, like, Atherstone. I got to get used to it, you guys. Had this tradition going for so long and generation after generation, and I'm sure it's evolved into something more fun and pleasant, but I love the pride aspect of it, you know? And I wonder if it's exclusive to only people that live in the area, or if foreigners or people traveling can partake. I'd be interested to see. I
mean, I don't know how they would know.
I don't either.
They probably welcome anyone, but I don't know. I mean, if there's people that have been training for this, I don't know that you'd want to get involved.
I know. But how fun can it be?
I don't know. We haven't really seen that much of it yet to know how fun it's going to be.
Is like, you see these guys right here in the windows. They're older. They're like, man, I've done this when I was a kid, and I'm just watching you guys have fun. And for someone who doesn't really know the game or is like been a part of something like that, is it just like I'm in a crowd that's a mob in the street and I'm just waiting? It kind of reminds me of your tomato throwing.
Yeah.
It's like
La Tomatina?
Yeah. I'm waiting for that moment. I don't know. Let's see. I like this so far. I haven't learned anything about the game.
And despite its adversarial nature, it brings the whole town together, even if that does mean many of them battering the living daylights out of each other.
Jeez.
Now, there have, over the years, been a few changes to how the game is played, including the addition of the no-killing rule. Instead of a bag of gold, a large leather ball is used nowadays. Because of the damage it sustains during the match, not to mention the bloodstains it usually ends up being spattered with, a new ball is custom made each year. Perhaps the biggest change to the game since its early medieval incarnation is that play is restricted to Atherstone's Long Street in an attempt to prevent the ball being thrown or kicked into the nearby Coventry Canal. The modern game begins at 3 p.m, with the ball being thrown from an upper window of Barclays Bank on Long Street. In recent times, the person who throws out the ball has been a specially invited guest of honour. In 2019, it was former Aston Villa manager Brian Little. The game lasts for 2 hours. In its early stages, it's relatively sedate, with the ball being lofted up and down the street by players, including children. There are also side games, like prizes for getting hold of one of the ribbons attached to the ball at the beginning of play. But as the game heats up, it turns into a no-holds-barred mass brawl. After about an hour, factions start to form, with different groups duking it out for possession of the ball. Players, who number in their hundreds, throw punches, kicks and elbows and use the boarded-up shop windows as launch pads for flying tackles and surprise attacks. The local police look on in bemusement as the norms of the 21st century are momentarily put on hiatus in the name of something more primal, brutal and chaotic. In its final minutes, the game reaches fever pitch as the team in possession desperately battles to cling on, while their riled-up opponents do their best to prize the ball out of the scrum.
So how do you know what team is which?
That's what I was going to say. What are the teams?
Where are the teams? Like, if you all, is it just like whoever has the ball at the possession of the ball at the end of it declares what team they're on. Because I almost feel like, how do you separate them? Because they all collide together.
Yeah, and then they're all just wearing like their regular street clothes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't feel like they really talked about teams at all. So that was kind of threw me off a little bit as well.
I also don't understand that guy that was in the window getting drop kicked. Are they just trying to hold on to the ball and possess the ball? And that's why it's getting violent? Because it's like, these guys are not letting go of this ball. I got to come in through the window and drop kick them.
Yeah, well, because they didn't even have the ball, did they?
I don't know if it was behind them, if they were guarding it.
Yeah, you couldn't physically see it. So yeah, it's like they're fighting just to fight. It seems like some of them just want to
fight.
Just rage out and fight. And this is the time that you can do it and get away with it. Like, you're not going to get arrested for having a bar brawl or something like that. It's the Atherstone game. So it's okay for like 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
We just take out all our rage that we've had for the whole past year.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's interesting.
If it works, it works.
And then, when the whistle blows at 5 o'clock, it's all over, and whoever is in possession of the ball wins. The crowds disperse, the shops are reopened, and the blood is washed from the pavement. The winner in 2019 was, for the 4th time, local Jonathan Slesser. Why does he compete? He told a reporter after the game, "It's the ball game, innit? It's what we're here for."
Isn't it? I wish I saw a real picture of him.
Oh, what was it?
That was it. So,
okay. I mean, I feel like this really didn't give us much.
I really want to go back and just watch this little piece again.
Okay.
To cling on, while their riled up opponents do their best to prize the ball out of the scrum. And then, when the whistle blows at 5 o'clock, it's all over. And
yeah, over here.
At the beginning of play. But as the game heats up, it turns into a no-holds-barred mass brawl. After about an hour, factions start to form with different groups duking it out for possession of the ball. Players, who number in their hundreds, throw...
Okay. So does that mean just kind of midway through the game, you just kind of decide what team you want to be on?
I'm guessing.
You said different groups just kind of duke it out, essentially. But then why would everybody not want to be on the team that has the ball? You can't, are you just like bandwagoning and you flip-flop teams the whole time?
I don't know.
The team thing is very confusing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I would also like to know, they said that it starts out at the beginning kind of sedated, I think is the word they used for it, and kids are involved. So at what point, because you obviously don't want kids in this. So is it something where it's like from 3 to 4, 3 to 3:30 kids are involved, and then you blow a whistle? It's like, all right, kids out. This is too dangerous.
Oh, I'm sure.
I would like to know how this works.
I'm sure as like the last hour, you know, like they said, once it gets closer to 5, you know, all, you know, it just gets nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, because see here you don't see the ball anywhere, but these guys are just fighting.
Punches, kicks, and
I feel like
elbows,
it's behind
and use
them.
the boarded up shop windows as launch
Yeah, I mean,
pads
everybody's
for flying
watching
tackles
there.
and surprise attacks. The local police look on in bemusement as the norms of the 21st century are momentarily put on hiatus in the name of something more primal, brutal, and chaotic. In its final minutes, the game reaches fever pitch as the team in possession desperately battles to cling on, while their riled up opponents do their best to prize the ball out of the scrum. And then, when the whistle blows at 5...
So has anyone died, actually?
Oh, I feel like yes.
If
They say they made it a rule, no killing, I feel like that's because it's happened.
So that's,
whether intentional or not. But I feel like this was an interesting video, but not very informative. It was a nice, like, kind of introduction to what the game is about, but
Yeah.
it just left me with way more questions and,
Than
like,
answers.
definitely longing for more.
or maybe it is what it is. Maybe this is all that it is. Just a ball that gets thrown, and then people fight over the ball, and whoever possesses it after 5 o'clock wins. And the teams thing is kind of like you're either left side of the street or right side of the street.
Yeah, maybe.
And
We do get told we overthink things and overcomplicate things a
Yeah.
lot.
so maybe we are just overthinking this, but
I still feel like there's an answer to the teams thing, though. So if anything else,
that's the only questionable thing I have is the teams thing.
yeah.
How does that work itself out?
And then
Yeah.
what happens with the winner? So is it a whole team that wins or just the person that has the ball last? And do they win? Like, is it like the wheel of cheese where they keep the cheese? Do they get to keep the bloody battered ball?
Yeah, what's
or is
their
it just
prize?
bragging rights?
I feel like it's just bragging rights.
4th time winner is crazy. In those masses, how does that one guy win 4 times in a row?
Because I feel like it's not one guy that wins it. Because it can't be. Because you have to like shield your body up until 5. Like even in this shot right here.
Yeah,
that
but
you've
they
seen
said
at
he was the
end.
4th time winner. So he had to be.
I
It's
don't
got to
know.
be.
It's got to be, but I don't know. I don't know how that all works out.
If there's another video you would suggest that we watch that either maybe explains things a little bit better or we can watch just to understand, get a better grasping of how it works, please link it down in the comments below.
Yeah. And maybe all it takes is 5 minutes to summarize this whole thing up.
Yeah.
This 100% could be. I'm curious to know if there's more, and maybe the comments in this video will answer a lot of those questions. I think it's interesting. It's like just a little town's game or a little city's games.
Yeah.
That they've kept going for 820 years, probably longer now, right?
It's
gotta
pretty
be.
cool that places do that. And, you know, like
Yeah.
you mentioned the tomato thing that I went to, that just a town basically shuts itself down, a street. Although I wouldn't want to be one of those businesses with it getting as violent as it does.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Because
want
even though they're boarded, I mean,
they're using the boards.
you've
to
got,
propel
yeah,
themselves.
exactly. They're propelling themselves. You've got hundreds of people, all that weight up against it. If people are fighting that area with the ball. Yeah, no. That's very cool though.
It's very interesting. And I have nothing else to say. It's cool. I wouldn't call it like a sport that's being played all around. From what I understand, this is just here. This is like just an Atherstone thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the cheese thing is just a one place thing as well.
Yeah. Very cool. Very freaking cool, you guys.
Yeah.
But all right, that's our time. Leave down in the comments, answer the plethora of questions we've asked you. Thank you so much for doing so. Here you guys go.
And let us know if you've ever been a part of it.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know that.
That's a good one. That's a good question to ask. Did they say particularly the date when it starts or just the times?
I don't remember them
Because they
mentioning
said
the
it was
date.
like shoved.
Yeah, I was
Shoved
gonna
day?
say I don't know what that
Means.
is though.
Yeah. What day? Is that like May 18th? Like I'm gonna have to Google it.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact word now. I wanted to ask about that. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't remember where it was. Do you?
It was somewhere in the beginning. Yeah, I think you're right. But anyways, we'll do that on our own.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.